Hey guys, welcome back to Forge Mods of the Month. This video is going to cover Forge mods that were released throughout September 2022 that all work on the latest version of Minecraft. I'll be adding some graphics during the video that will show if these are compatible on other versions too, so look out for those. You can find the links to all these mods in the description below. The Block Swapper is a new tool, and it has two different tiers, with it being made from copper or diamond. When holding a Block Swapper, you can use it to replace blocks with what you're holding in your offhand slot, so it's going to save a lot of time when it comes to redecorating. The Diamond Block Swapper can be enchanted with the likes of Mending and Unbreaking, but there's also a new enchantment called Excavating, which will turn blocks into air instead, so it will instantly destroy blocks. The Copper Block Swapper can replace items that can be broken with stone tools, and the Diamond one with diamond tools. A simple mod that you might like is Combat Roll. By pressing the R key, your character will roll quickly, which might get you out of dangerous situations. It has a 4-second cooldown and it's highly configurable. So you can change the cooldown, number of rolls, and distance. Though some enchantments like Multi-Roll, Acrobat, and Longfooted are included to make these changes in-game. The first change that comes with better Tridents is that Tridents now have a crafting recipe. They require 2 Prismarine shards and 3 Trident fragments, which can be obtained from Elder Guardians. They can be repaired in an anvil using Prismarine shards too. When throwing the Trident, they'll now always return to the slot they were thrown from. Some changes are also brought to the Loyalty enchantment, so that if your Trident is lost to the void, it will always return to you. And when killing creatures, their loot will be brought to you alongside the Trident, which is a really nice feature. I recently mentioned Missing Villages as a data pack, but it's also available as a mod. It adds new villages into the likes of jungles, bamboo jungles, swamps, and mangrove swamps, which come in some different sizes. They look a lot different to regular villages, and I love how they wrap around trees. Though they do still feel like they fit in the vanilla game nicely, and might be a good option as a Vanilla Plus style mod. There's no new items or blocks included with the mod either. This mod adds some spikes, which there are different tiers of, and they each have their own features. Wood spikes will damage mobs, but won't kill them, as it leaves them on 1 health instead. Stone spikes will kill entities, but there'll be no drops at all. Using iron spikes will allow loot to drop, but no experience. Gold spikes are the opposite, you'll only get experience with no loot. Diamond spikes drop both, and can even be given enchantments that usually work on a sword, like Fire Aspect. Finally, there's netherite spikes, which are like diamond ones except they're also blast resistance, even to the wither. So expect this to be a great addition to your mob farms. Armor statues will bring some massively needed improvements to armor stands. To start using the mod, sneak and right-click an armor stand to open the management window. Here you'll find tons of different options for customizing your armor stand. You could choose to show the arms of an armor stand, hide the base plate, and remove gravity so it can float freely. Though one of the most useful features is being able to manually pose your stands, with each limb being configurable. And you can copy and paste your presets. If you don't want to mess around with that, there's a bunch of poses available which you can quickly select, and there's quite a few other options available. A slight change to this mod comes with straw statues. You can craft the straw statue from 1 hay bale and 6 sticks. Under the Style tab, you can assign a name to the straw statue, which will make it turn into a player instead. And it offers similar features to armor statues, with you being able to equip armor, assign poses, and turn off gravity. So it's just a nice alternative to using armor stands. You can improve on anvils with easy anvils. Firstly, they now have an inventory, so your items will remain inside even if you close the window. And those items will also be rendered on top of the anvils. Anvils can now be repaired by 1 stage using iron blocks, and this process can be automated using a dispenser. Changes are even brought to name tags so that you can rename them without using an anvil, just sneak and right-click instead. The Bartering Station is going to help out when it comes to trading with piglins. To craft it, you'll only require 4 planks and 2 gold ingots. Gold can be placed inside the Bartering Station, and it will be distributed to nearby piglins for trading every 15 seconds. When a piglin is done trading, the items they give will be placed in the output slots of the station. Horse Expert allows you to see lots of useful information about the likes of horses and llamas. But first, you'll need a monocle. They require 4 gold nuggets and a glass pane. When hovering over a tamed steed, you can see important stats like their health, speed, and jump height, although this can be configured to show on non-tamed creatures too. Another mod themed around horses is Shiny Horses. Now you can take your horse armor into an anvil and add enchantments that you can apply to your own armor. One of the most useful, in my opinion, is Frostwalker, so you can easily travel over water. Portkey is a simple teleportation mod that is inspired by Harry Potter. You'll need to craft an old boot from 4 leather and 1 string, then take it to an enchanting table and apply the Portkey enchantment to it. You can right-click the ground while holding the Portkey to set a teleport destination, then right-click somewhere else to place it down. Then you can simply right-click the Portkey again to teleport to your destination, and the Portkey will travel with you, so you can repeatedly travel back and forth. A few new mobs are included with Monster Plus, which can be found in both the Overworld and the Nether. These include the Glow Skeleton, Lava Squid, Abyss Walker, Spectral Minion, Swamp Monster, and Overgrown Skeleton, but there's 10 in total. Lots of these creatures have their own behaviors and attack styles, with most of them being found underground. Some even drop ancient crystal shards, which can be used to create some new armor and tools. This mod aims to add lots of new decoration blocks into Minecraft, which are themed around Asia. There's lots included, like 4 different roof types, which come in 17 different colors, and they all connect together nicely. But you can also find paper lanterns, fences, gates, pagodas, and mud bricks, which can really complement your builds. Intelligence Quarry adds a quarry into Minecraft, which will dig out blocks. It requires diamond tools, redstone items, a furnace, and a hopper in its crafting table. You'll also want to craft an area card, which requires more redstone items in its recipe. This mod seems incompatible with shaders, so you might want to turn them off to use it. Use the area card to select 2 points, where all blocks will be mined between them. Then place this inside the quarry, add some fuel, and watch it as it goes to work. Items will be placed in the output slots, but they can also be ejected using a hopper. Nether Depth Upgrade brings some new additions to the Nether, including some new fish which can be found in the lava oceans. There's lava pufferfish, obsidian fish, bonefish, blazefish, and more, which can all be captured in buckets. Seeing under lava will be a lot easier if you brew a potion of lava vision. Using the newly added lava fishing rod, you can catch some of them too. If you come across lava sponges, you can use these to soak up lava. And if you wear Soul Sucker boots, you can walk fast on soul sand. The portable hole is a very interesting item, and you might find it inside a stronghold. When you use it, a 3x3 area will vanish, allowing you to pass through. After a few seconds, the area will be filled in again exactly how it was. There's lots of places this item might be useful, like being able to quickly travel underground or through terrain. Just make sure you manage to make it out in time or you'll suffocate. That covers last month's mod. I'll be doing another one of these videos next month, and I've got a fabric equivalent of this coming very soon. Until then, make sure to stick around as I have many more videos in the works.